Welcome to Good Mythical MORE. It's a world of lies, embarrassment, deception, cover-ups, ego.
It's also a world of gifticality because we're donating $1,000 to an organization we feel is doing incredibly important work, 350.org. 350.org is an international movement of ordinary people working to solve the climate crisis, end the age of fossil fuels, and build a world of community-led renewable energy for all. Please join us in giving at 350.org/donate.
Thank you for being your mythical best. Stevie's gonna present us with embarrassing scenarios, situations, who knows what, and then we have to decide if we were experiencing that, would we lie about it? I mean, what is the root of embarrassment, you know? Is it ego?
What is the root of embarrassment?
Yeah, like if you have no ego, how could you be embarrassed?
Yeah, it's ego.
How about you missed your child's big game, play, or recital because you totally forgot?
Whoa, this is sad already. Dang, because now I say are you gonna lie to the kid?
Would you lie about it?
Because I was thinking just like a general defense of like, it wasn't me. That works for farts, but it doesn't work for not showing up.
It wasn't me that didn't show up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was your other dad, which we need to talk about that. So it's a distracting play.
I mean, I've definitely shown up late to some things. Like, you know, the parking at Lando School. It's just, I didn't anticipate how far I'd have to park away. So I'm rolling in, and the chorus is already halfway through the first, Christmas jingle.
Yeah, but they're all singing together, right? They're
all singing together.
Than like him having like a solo.
He didn't have a solo.
If you miss the solo, then you're, a deadbeat.
Well, he didn't have a solo. Should I have not shown up?
Yeah, I mean, you could have winged it.
Son, do you have a solo? Okay, I'm not gonna be there. Call me when you're having a solo.
Call me when you have a solo. No, I think this is.
But I did lie to him. I told him I didn't miss a beat. No, I didn't lie to him.
I think that, you have to take into account, because there are circumstances in which a lie is to protect someone that you love, right?
Sounds like something a liar would say.
And so, Well,
you could also lie about the reason that you didn't make it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got held up.
Yeah. He knows I'm not there. I'm not gonna fool him about that.
Your other dad called me and decided, and it was, no, that won't work. I think I would just be like,
I don't lie to my children.
Completely forgot about it, and I'm sorry.
You just said that you lied.
I was joking.
Oh.
I don't remember what I said. What did I say? Yeah, I said I was just joking.
But there's definitely a circumstance in which you might lie to your kids. Like, if one of your kids was like not about. Dad, do you think that this art project is amazing?
I don't.
And if it's not, are you gonna be like, no, it sucks?
Okay, good point. So I'm gonna narrow it. Well, I do everything. We don't lie to our kids about something that is related to them. Like, something that, like, the only reason you would lie is to make yourself feel better. It's like, oh.
I would only lie to make them feel better.
But in that instance, you wouldn't lie because it would be, you're saying that would make them better? That would make them feel better? I didn't show up at your recital because I was in a car accident.
Because you're not important enough for me to remember you. Like, that's what, or it's just like, hey man, I didn't show up because I got held up in something that I just couldn't get out of at work. I'm not saying, I'm just throwing that out there.
I think what I would say is, you got to own, if you don't own your mistakes to your children, then they're going to.
Well, of course.
They're going to think you can't make mistakes.
But if you did something to wrong your children, yes, but if you did something that them knowing the truth is going to make them feel smaller, then I think it's on the table to make up a white lie to protect them. I'm not saying I would do it. I haven't forgotten something. I've missed some things because I've been like on a trip or something like that.
But everyone knew it.
And we'll have a conversation about it. But, so I haven't been presented with this thing. But I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what I would do.
Okay. How about this one? We did start off a little intense there. You forgot to let the dog out, and now your new sofa is ruined.
Jade has ruined some stuff. Not a new sofa, but like a prized rug. Got some brown stains that you can't seem to get out.
But how would you lie about that? I let her out, but she just got right back in. She broke in. The dog broke in.
No, like, if you forgot to let the dog out, then and they messed up something,
This is a simple
you could
one.
say that you took them out already.
I
But,
think the answer to your question does not inform your answer, because basically, if you're still going down that same path as last time, who would you be protecting by lying?
Only myself.
Right. That makes this open and shut case, right?
I agree. Yeah. I would.
Yeah. So there's no one else the lie doesn't help anyone else. So this is an easy one.
It might help the dog. You know.
No. The lie puts all the blame on the dog.
Right. So what if you wanted to lie on behalf of the dog to protect the dog? So if you wanted to be like, hey, listen.
It was me who took a crap on the
Exactly. It wasn't Barbara. It was me. I feel horrible about it. If the whole idea is to take the biggest blame and to like be the most sacrificial,
That's cool.
Is like I don't want you to smell the crap on the rug, but if you smell it, you'll know it smells a lot like mine.
Wow. The dog doesn't know that you lied, so on their behalf.
But the dog knows that my wife is mad at it. Right? She may not know what she did. She's like, I'm only living in the present. I don't know why you're mad.
Yeah, I don't think the dog would realize enough of the benefit for you to do that for the dog.
No, but I wouldn't lie.
And again, that's not really helping the dog. That's more of what's the word? Enabling the dog.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No, don't lie. I wouldn't lie.
You clogged the toilet during a party in a tiny one-bedroom apartment.
I definitely lie. How do I do this? This is what I taught. We discussed this last time we were talking about moral situations.
But it was a bit. This is a party as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, we discussed ways to lie, I believe. So this would be like, yes, you would lie.
And I was reaching deep into what I would actually do to come up with that
okay,
answer,
let's really
which is definitely
let's
lie.
really explore this for a second, because I'm just going to be completely honest with you. If I was at a party and I was in the bathroom doing my business,
You'd lie.
I clogged it. And there was no plunger. I think before I tried to figure out an elaborate lie, which would be very difficult to believe, I would go plunger hand.
Sometimes you got to go plunger hand.
I think I would go plunger hand. And I mean, I got a long arm. I got long fingers. I mean, it would be super nasty, but only I would know about it.
That's how much you care about. That's how much you hate telling somebody you clogged the toilet.
Yeah.
Because you know they got a plunger somewhere. Like, all you got to do is ask.
Hold on. Would you ask? She said it was a one-bathroom apartment. So the assumption is there's no other plunger.
Yeah,
I'm saying I'd go plunger hand
Brett,
before I asked about a plunger.
There has to be a plunger
If I was
somewhere.
if I was in a mansion with 11 bathrooms, and I knew that if I walked out, they're all gonna be everybody knew it was me.
That's a huge mansion. Everybody's right outside the door to your bathroom.
In this scenario, yes.
Why?
If
not an 80s arcade game.
If I knew I could come out and like find another plunger, of course I'd find one. But I think before I asked, hey, it depends on how well I knew the person.
That would embarrass you that much. I mean, this does say a lot.
No. If it was at your house, or if it was at one of my friends'
in
house.
that situation, I'm just saying you're willing to go plunger hand. It must really make you scare you to have to tell somebody you clogged a toilet.
It's my poop. It's my poop.
Are you trying to talk yourself into no plunger hand?
No, I'm saying it's my poop. I couldn't plunger hand.
So plunger hand is not a big deal to you.
It's not that big a deal. I mean, there's also a sink in the bathroom where I can wash my hands.
That's convenient. That's why it's there.
The only
people
person
doing plunger hand.
The only person who knows I did plunger hand is me.
I don't think though a minute will go by where you don't think about it.
But here's the worst case scenario. You do plunger hand and you don't solve the problem. And then you still got to ask and you've got plunger hand.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
I'm not that embarrassed by clogging a toilet.
Well, what if it was like the president's house?
President of what?
Like the president of the Beta Club.
Okay, now we're talking.
You know, like somebody you were trying to impress.
You're right, Rhett. Once you put it in terms of the Beta Club president, I'm definitely going plunger hand.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
We're sticking with potty humor here.
Okay.
You farted in an elevator in front of your employees.
That's funny.
Hey, here at this
We don't have an elevator. We need to get an elevator.
here at this
That's
job,
what I'm realizing.
in
So
mythical
I can fart
entertainment
with people.
I mean, I feel like there would definitely be no apology. There would probably be like a proud claiming of it. You know?
I mean, is it? I mean, that's a power move right there.
I think doing it at a place of employment, you're still too close to people. I feel like this is you're in the elevator that takes you and like 12 other tourists to the top of the Empire State Building. So like people you don't know, right? And you farted, and it's just like it's a sour one.
Even if they don't,
everybody immediately is going like, oh gosh, and like it's so bad that people are talking about it. So it's not one of those situations where it's
in
like they're
multiple
smelling
languages, because going up in the
you got
Empire State Building,
international commentary.
So and they meant and fart is a universal language. Everybody knows what's happened.
Yeah, and everybody thinks that they can tell which way it came from by which nostril it entered first. Everybody thinks they've got a radar, like a snowdar, a nosedar that can figure out which way it came from. And also, you begin to look at the people and who could be responsible for that smell.
I would lie my britches off because
exactly.
It's not funny.
And there's so many other people to take the blame.
There's nothing you can say that would then get a laugh from people because they're still smelling it. I mean,
burritos, am I right?
Right. It's just, God, man.
Yeah. It just makes you mad.
It makes you mad.
It makes you super mad. And there's always someone who, even if they didn't do it, they look guilty. Like they don't know how to make the right face.
Resting fart face. Just let them have it.
Okay, your friend asks if their breath stinks. It does, and it has stunk for years.
Oh, you are.
Oh, yes.
You are rolling out the red carpet for us.
The question is, do you say it without them asking?
I wish that would happen. The problem is that doesn't happen. That they don't ask. The people who need to ask don't. You know what? Right now, I want everyone.
We're going to solve some problems. We're going to help some lives right now.
You don't have to do it right now. I want you to commit to asking someone who you feel safe with if your breath stinks. And then clarify and say, and I don't mean like right now. I mean,
have you smelled my
constantly,
breath
habitually, cyclically, have you smelled my breath stink on more than 3 occasions over the course of our relationship?
Yeah. I mean, I went to a restaurant back when I used to go to restaurants. And
commit to it.
I sat down with my wife on a date, and another couple sat down, not even particularly close to us.
Yeah, they don't have.
And the husband started talking, and it was that very specific halitosis smell that is like, it's almost like you can see the bacteria
We've talked about this for years. This is our.
And I was like, that poor woman. She's either just decided to put up with this, or she no longer smells it. But
she no longer smells
5-6 feet away from this guy can smell it. And there's so many people in the world who have this problem, and the people who love them will not tell them.
I just think it's
tell them.
Yeah, that's just Henry's smell. You know how some people, you can smell a shirt and you just know that's Henry's shirt. Well, that's just Henry's. That's Henry's breath. I mean, it's just,
like it's not registering that it's bad.
It's not bad. It's just Henry.
Oh, it's bad.
So if asked, the door is wide open. There's nothing, the embarrassment, there's a way to be gentle, but you have to find it.
And regardless of who you are.
And that's why asking someone that you feel safe with.
Once a month.
Yeah, you know what? You should
all people should take a mixture of hydrogen peroxide and water, about 1-to-1 ratio, and gargle. You're like, what, hydrogen peroxide? That'll kill me. Well, look on the freaking package. It says oral debriding agent. That means you can put it in your mouth. Even
divorces your throat from stank. That's why it
mix it with some water, gargle it twice.
Then brush that tongue. Brush that tongue.
You'll be good.
Then brush
Just do
everything
it.
else.
If there's any doubt at all, do that. You will help so many people. Please.
If we've accomplished nothing else today, and I don't believe we have, then I feel good about what we've just done for society.
We changed some lives. We have.
Yeah, took a while to get to it, but we did it. Get these teas shipped Prime by heading over to Amazon.com/mythical.